Hey there, everybody. Thomas Wood with Basecamp Trading. It is Friday, July 21st, and we're going to continue with the price action trading series today, moving away from the mistakes traders make series for today. And we're going to discuss kind of what we were looking at here that made us know or gave us the clues that energies were going to be dropping today. So if you're a member at Basecamp and you go back and you watch the end of day video from last night, we said there were really good bearish setups in crude oil, RBOB, and heating oil. And you can see crude oil, RBOB, and heating oil all fell off really nicely today. We were able to profit very nicely on the way down, trading heating oil specifically. Now, with crude oil, though, the main thing that we were looking at, there's a couple things we were watching. First, we had been paying attention to crude climbing here, and we broke through yesterday. We broke through the resistance at 47.45, broke through that previous pivot high. And then immediately after breaking through that, we turned around and closed down. Now, we've talked about this before, that is telling us that it is a run on the stops and to look for it to go the opposite direction. Now, remember, there's always two parts to every trade. There's the setup, and then there's the actual trigger when you actually get into the trade or into your position. In this case, when you're looking at around the stops, or if you're looking at a shooting star pattern, which is what we had on the dailies in crude oil and heating oil, the trigger is when it breaks through the previous daily low. So that means today we wanted to see it break through yesterday's low at 46.81. And if you go and you drill down intraday and look at what it did, here's the lows from yesterday, 46.81. You can see we stayed above them all over the night session, all during the night session. Then this morning around 7 a.m., we came through and we broke through that support. Now, the thing about it is we broke through that support with very bearish momentum on our 120s, the run on the stops on the dailies, bearish momentum on the 60s, and bearish momentum on the 240s, all of which give higher credibility to this going lower. Now, the other thing that we look at here is we look at correlated markets. That's why we said the energies as a whole. So crude oil, RBOB, and heating oil, or those three anyway, specifically. So if you go back and we look at heating oil, for example, we had the same exact thing set up yesterday in heating oil, had a nice shooting star on the dailies. And if you watched last night's members video, we said shooting star patterns is a really good looking shooting star, suggesting it's going to go lower. It needs to break yesterday's low to trigger. So we look at where yesterday's low was. There you go, at 5459. We ended up breaking through that right around 7 a.m. this morning as well, with once again bearish momentum on the 60s, 120s, and 240s. And we dropped down pretty good there. And same thing with RBOB, breaking down from a head and shoulders and a shooting star yesterday, breaking yesterday's low and triggering at 7 a.m. and accelerating down from there. So we also had three correlated markets that were all lining up with the same type of bearish setup. And that's one thing that also added to the credibility. So great job for those of you that took the shorts yesterday and today in the energies. They worked out really well. That's all I have for you for today, though. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you all bright and early on Monday morning. Don't forget, if you haven't tried out the membership, you want to go even fact check me and go look at yesterday's members video. It's $7 for a 1-month trial. So you can get in for the entire month for only $7. The link is in the description below. So that's it for today. Until next time, happy trading.